I just did back-to-back cruises on the Disney Wish and the Disney Dream, and the one that I ended up liking the most surprised me. First, I want to compare the layout between the Wish and the Dream. The Wish is much bigger than the Dream, but it actually only has 4 more staterooms than the Dream. And on the Wish, they only put 2 elevator bays, whereas all of the other ships, the Magic, the Wonder, the Dream, and the Fantasy, all have 3 elevator bays. But they put 6 elevators in each bay on the Wish to make a total of 12, whereas on the other ships they have 3 sets of 4. So you still have the same amount of elevators. It's just that they're all either forward or aft on the Wish, and you get the midship ones on the old ships as well. I ended up actually really liking this. I didn't think I was going to. I thought that there would be long lines for all of the elevators, and there are lines for elevators if you're right after dinner or right after a show. But overall, I really liked only having the 2 elevator bays because that left so much more room in the so you have more room to see the shows that they do, royal gatherings, anything that was in the atrium. It was much more open, much less crowded. Next, let's talk about the food. The actual food itself on both of the ships really was the same. It tasted the same to me. I couldn't tell any difference. However, I was very overwhelmed and overstimulated when it came to the dinner situation on the Wish. They have the big Arendelle show, and they have Marvel superhero show, and then they have 1923, which is pretty much everyone's favorite. But I think one of the reasons why everyone loves 1923 so much is because it's relaxing. After a long day on the islands or on the ship, being stimulated all of the time with things to do and places to see, I really want to take a break to eat dinner. And that's what I really liked about the Dream. The Dream still has beautiful dining rooms, but they aren't any sort of show. So you get time to just relax, eat your food, and then enjoy your dinner. As for entertainment on the ships, I did find that the Wish had a little bit more variety. They had more of like the game shows, the Boogie Bash, and dance parties and things like that on the Wish. As for the entertainment venues themselves, that they each have one main entertainment venue. On the Wish, that is Luna Lounge, and on the Dream, it is Evolution. I found Evolution to be extremely uncomfortable. If you weren't there in time to get one of the couches and you had to have a chair, they are extremely uncomfortable. Luna Lounge, on the other hand, is much more comfortable. It is 2 stories, and there is no stairs in the lounge to get from the bottom to the top. So that is a little bit inconvenient. Continuing with entertainment venues, let's move right on to the bars because a lot of the entertainment is done in the bars. I found them very scattered on the Wish. There really isn't any rhyme or reason to where they are. When it comes to the Dream, they are all in the very aft in a section of the ship that they call the District. Now, I like that all of the bars are together in the back, so if you want to partake in the activities of the bar, then you can. But if you don't want to see that or be around that, not that it gets really rowdy or anything, but still, if you want to be away from that, you just don't go back there. And so I like that. However, the District is set up like a maze. I was there for 5 days. I went there every single day for 5 days, and I still was turned around every single time I went in there because the walkways are winding and it's just confusing. Next, let's talk about the adult-only sections of both of these ships. The Dream has a wonderful oasis of an adult-only area there at the forward of the ship. It has loungers, it has a large pool, it has a swim-up bar, and it is absolutely amazing. As for the Wish, on the other hand, the adult-only areas of the ship feel like an afterthought, honestly. If you want to be in the hot tub, the adult-only hot tub is right underneath the Aquamouse. So you're going to hear the same loop over and over and over again, right above your head while you are trying to relax in the hot tub. And overall, it just feels like they threw it on last in whatever space that they had available. And it's just not as nice as it is on the Dream. So the verdict for me, it's the Wish. And that honestly surprises me. I did not think I was going to enjoy it as much as I did. But for it being as big as it is, so much bigger than the Dream even, and way bigger than the Magic, and it only has 4 more staterooms than the Dream or the Fantasy, you really do feel like it's not as crowded. You feel like you have more space to relax and places to go and things to do where you're not going to be completely overcrowded with people. So if I had the opportunity to go again and pick the Wish or the Dream, I would go with the Wish.